Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for those who don't know, the whole reason why I originally came back to YouTube and started posting so much was because my friend Maritza unfortunately passed away in October, and she always loved like when I did any kind of live readings, whether it was on Instagram or YouTube. And so I started in honor of her, and the last thing that she had asked of me was for me to do more celebrity type things because she loved being nosy, and we were laughing about how we both loved being nosy bitches. So we're gonna be extra nosy right now, and we're gonna play a little game of Did They or Didn't They, Jay Z edition. And so I wanted to kind of go through like some of the people that he's been rumored to have cheated on Beyonce with and see like did he actually like hook up with that person or not. And so we're gonna, kind of go through the list and check, and we will also do a separate reading on their relationship and on Beyonce herself, so don't worry about that, guys, as well as if the elevator incident comes up, we might end up having to do like a completely separate reading on that, so that way we don't end up with like a 45-minute video. Also, guys, make sure that you watch till the end of my videos, because at the end of every video I am gonna share a spirit message for the viewers, so you want to make sure that you're tuned in for that. So let's go ahead and start. Spirit, please join us to answer any questions that we have in regards to past relationships, flings, people that he stepped outside of his relationship and marriage with. Jay Z is married to Beyonce, but there are questions in regards to other women over the years. So Spirit, we are going to be asking about several people, including Rita Ora, Rachel Roy, Aaliyah, Lucan Chow, as well as Gwyneth Paltrow. Spirit, please join us and answer any questions that we have in regards to Jay Z having relations with women who are not Beyonce, Knowles Carter. Spirit, we ask only with the intention of understanding and clarity, not with any bad intent. We ask that you bless all who we ask about in this reading, as well as all who participate and all who watch. Thank you, Spirit, for joining us, answering our questions. Amen. Okay. And just so you guys know, like, I do have a list and I am going down it, I've talked about this in other videos that as far as medium readings, sometimes the spirit needs their energy for other things. So I wait for spirit to tell me it's okay to now connect to, Whitney Houston or whoever is on the list. And the same thing goes for, people who are alive as well, because either, their energy isn't in a good place that we would be able to really get all the information that we would be asking, or maybe it would be really heavy, and like all the clients that I'm gonna deal with tomorrow that are calling me are all gonna be like dealing with really heavy stuff. So Spirit wants me to conserve my energy for the people who directly need my help and will receive it, because we know, like, Beyonce, Jay Z, like the chances of them ever seeing this reading and taking anything I have to say seriously is probably zero. So we just, that's kind of the process of how I work. So just because I haven't done a reading on somebody yet doesn't mean I do not plan to do it. It just means I'm waiting for Spirit to say, okay, now's the right time to go ahead and read on them. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because I always do things ethically and listen to Spirit and try not to, get too caught up in just trying to hurry up and get a video out to get views or something like that. So let's see. I just wanted to see kind of like what their like relationship is like right now. Okay, so past situation is showing, him as this king of wands, and in this sense, it's kind of, we got a wand that we're swinging around because it's literally followed right behind Three of Cups, Three of Wands, Three of Swords with this Moon card and this Ace of Cups. So it's like, I got a lot of love to give and a lot to share with people, and I'm just out here doing it, and I can't be bound to one person because there's too much of me to go around. And boy, was he. Obviously, things came to light with this Eight of Coins. It's talking about, obviously Beyoncé finding certain things out. They definitely went through hell, you guys, and it was really a tricky situation there that he didn't think that they were going to make it through that, but obviously we've all seen that, she did obviously give him another chance. And I do find it interesting that the Lovers card is flanked by this High Priestess and this Temperance, which is talking about both of them going through the process of using spirituality to heal and to turn the situation around with this Wheel card so that they could get back to this place of being the lovers and being united and, moving forwards in that relationship. But we only really saw Beyoncé kind of acknowledge that, right? Because we saw her Lemonade, and there was a lot of hoodoo symbolism and spirituality that was woven into that whole album and the visuals and everything that came with it. And Jay Z obviously came out with his response to it. He's said in different things, especially in Black is King, about his associations with Shango, but he hasn't really shown us that he delved into spirituality to heal and to work on the issues that were happening between them. We just assumed that it was her only, but he actually was doing it right along with her. So he was really trying really, really hard to save his marriage. So let me just ask really quickly how their marriage is right now. You know what? I think we're going to just do this as their relationship reading, and I'll do a separate reading on the past people because this is just going to kind of, end up being really long if I start including that. So Spirit, what is Jay Z and Beyonce's marriage like right now in this current moment? Are they doing well? Are they still fighting? Have they completely healed and moved forward? What do we need to know about their marriage, Spirit? Thank you for answering, Spirit. We are asking about the relationship between Sean Carter and Beyoncé Carter. Oh my God, I was on my Explore page and somebody posted pictures of Blue Ivy, at her age now, and then Beyonce at the same age. Freaking, I was like, I don't know why everybody always says Blue looks like Jay, because she looks exactly like Beyonce when she was a little kid. And the same thing, people always say that Rumi looks like Jay, but if you look at Beyonce's baby pictures, Rumi looks exactly like Beyonce when she was 2-3 years old as well. And I think Star looks like Beyonce now. So even though everybody always wants to be the kids look like Jay, I'm if you actually look at them and then look at pictures of Beyonce, I think the kids look way more like Beyonce than they do Jay Z. But I think her kids are so beautiful. I don't stan anybody, but I stan Blue Ivy. That's my girl. So, they feel like they came out of such a hard time. They put so much work into trying to fix this marriage, and it definitely, they came back on the other side of it feeling very victorious and like, okay, like we won this battle. After they did that though, like what it's talking about was that they didn't really get to rejoice in that too much, because all of a sudden there was like some money issues that started to take precedence that needed their like attention more than, you know, what they just went through. So it was like, oh, like we're in a good place, we love each other, we're not getting divorced, like we feel like we can make it. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh my god, the empire is about to crumble. Like now we gotta go like out there and like get some coins together because things aren't coming in the way that they were. I don't know if they were dealing with like a lot of lawsuits or something like that, because the Six of Swords is like people coming at them and like starting fights that were affecting them to a financial degree. So it might have been like, oh my god, we got all these lawsuits, we gotta go on tour because we gotta go make this money because we gotta pay the lawyers or something like that. But that definitely ended up having to take up their time and their energy. So the funny thing is that it's like, okay, like we're in a great place, but that obviously had to be on the back burner with this Hermit card. They kind of never came out of that because they're still in this hangman situation where I feel like, and this might be like pandemic related, that now that they're spending so much time together more than they have in quite a while, where it wasn't, you know, such a work focused moment, because it's like, excuse me guys, I've been burning a shit ton of sage around me today, so whew, that was just like the smoke came right up at me. But what Spirit is saying is that it's like, okay, like, you know, even when we were like at first like locked in the house and everything, she was working on Black is King, editing it, getting it ready to be released and stuff. So there was still like so much going on, and the focus wasn't just like, okay, well now we have nothing to do except stare at each other. But now when that they're in that place, all of a sudden there is a temptation from his end. Like he's kind of got itchy pants, itchy fingers, because it's like things are starting to seem stale. Like I gotta shake it up. There's that temptation there, because in the past when he's felt like I'm not getting enough excitement, enough creativity, like I don't have something to like sink my hands into to keep me distracted, that's when the wandering eye starts popping out, and I have to have something else that's like taking my attention. And so there is sort of that temptation there for him to do that. The underlying energy with this, thank God, is that right now at least he's not going to. Okay? Because he really very much is thinking about like, when I've done that in the past, I fucked everything up and I've had to fight to get it all back again, and I don't want to have to go through this situation again. So right now he's actually pouring his focus into trying to really like have a whole like a family thing going. Like I want to like build my family, I want to spend a whole bunch of time with my family, I want to build bonds with my kids, I want to, you know, spend all weekend rolling around in the grass in the backyard playing frisbee with the babies and teaching Blue how to ride her bike in the driveway. Like Jay Z is trying to be more focused in doing that. Also Beyonce, you guys, I feel like there's another baby coming for them as well. So when she said that she was gonna take this break from music, I feel like because she was saying that she wanted to focus on her kids more and just like, and her marriage, that is what they are doing. And so I feel like a part of that is about bringing another child in. Remember guys, 4 is something special to them. It is a special number for them. So did we think they were gonna only stop at 3? No. So we'll ask about that in a moment. Unfortunately though, with Jay, there is something that he's gonna have to let go of for the sake of like finances. He's not happy about it, which I was talking actually to Psychic Carlene about this morning, because it popped up that apparently Twitter, the owner of Twitter, is trying to buy Tidal and integrate it with like Square and Twitter. So that definitely could be what this is referencing, because it's showing him having to be in this King of Swords position, making a decision to let go of something for the sake of financial gain to prevent a financial loss. So it's like, okay, like for example, if maybe last year we thought Tidal was worth $70 million and this year Jack Dorsey's offering him $60 million, and it's like, damn, that's a loss. But it's like, if you don't unload it now, next year it's going to be worth $40 million. So you're still kind of coming out ahead, even though it doesn't seem like it. Like, that's the situation that he's looking at with this. So it's like, it's hurting him to have to let it go, but at the same time, it's like, I gotta pick and choose where I'm pouring my energy, and if something's just not working out the way that I originally intended for it to, then it's better to just act like, okay, like that was just, you know, the way we do business. We create something and we sell it and we get a profit, and then we use that money and invest it in something else. So don't be surprised if this sale goes through, then if we don't all of a sudden hear that Jay Z like invested in something else, like, oh, Jay Z is like investing in like cryptocurrency now, or he, you know, bought a share in another basketball team or something like that, because that's sort of almost his way of trying to like spend this as a good thing for him, but also to recoup the money that he did lose in this. So, Spirit, is there anything else we need to know in regards to Beyoncé and Jay Z? They are having another baby. What can we expect going forwards from them as a couple? Thank you, Spirit, for joining us and answering this question about Jay Z and Beyonce's relationship. This is the final question that we will ask in regards to this. Thank you, Spirit. Beyonce's been going through a really hard time where she feels like something happened that blindsided her, you guys. And it's something that is like an emotional situation. So it's more of, I don't see it being connected to her marriage. I feel this being more so of maybe like somebody that she at least thought was a friend and she found out otherwise. Because what this is showing is Beyonce is coming up as the Queen of Coins, which in another deck would be the Queen of Pentacles. So this is representing not only her wealth, but just her like being such a take charge like person. But in this emotional, you know, situation, she was blindsided because there was somebody that she thought like, I really care about you, and I thought like we were in a good place. But now looking back at it, I'm seeing that I honestly just wasn't seeing that you weren't like on my side. Because this is somebody that was honestly like going around and like telling people stuff about her. So if there was like maybe like at some point in this last year where like things were getting leaked to gossip sites and then like people were gossiping, it turned out to be somebody that like either worked for her or like was extremely close to her that she considered a friend. And it's like, why would you do that to me? Like, first of all, like most of the shit you were saying wasn't even true anyways. But like, secondly, like, why would you even like be like, we're calling TMZ and telling them crap about me that's not true? So that's actually been something that she was really let down by. Let's see. right now, I feel like they're in a really good place in their marriage, in their relationship. They're definitely working on having another baby. And I do feel that actually coming for her. So, and I feel like it's a little boy with this Knight of Coins energy. Pages are girls to me and knights are boys. And so this feels like little boy energy. And I really do feel like Beyoncé, she wanted to have another baby like sooner than that, but they already had it planned that they were going to have 4 kids. And they were going to try, you know, to have that like balance, right? And this is what's funny is that this is confirming that the twins were natural. Like they didn't go do any in vitro or anything like that. She manifested this. She manifested having boy-girl twins by her channeling otherworldly energy, as in her connections to Oshun is what brought this to her. So she's trying to, like, they're trying to decide, like, should we just go in vitro so we guarantee that we get that boy and we have that perfect, like, 2 and 2? Or should we try, like, to just do, you know, the spiritual way that we did the last time? Because there's this temperance coming up of them really trying to connect in a spiritual way to manifest this with this 10 of Wands. But either way, she's definitely going to have a boy. I do feel like, though, like she probably is going to have to end up doing in vitro for it to happen. But it's like, it doesn't happen as fast as she wants it to, because there's also something about her like having this perfect timing picked out for like, well, if we have the baby in 2021, then I can have 2 solid years at home with all the kids, and then the 3rd year I'll feel more comfortable to leave the kids with the nannies a little bit more and start getting back into the studio. And you know, I feel like I'll have some creativity and I'll have all these things that I want to write about then. So she definitely is trying to plan it like in a time that she feels like is going to work best for like all of them. But the thing is, it's like she would have had a baby sooner, but Spirit's talking about that she really loved letting Sir kind of be like the baby and be the little like prince all by himself. And so it was just like, she really wanted to savor that moment of like having just one little boy who just like got to be this like little special thing all by himself and not have to compete with another boy. And so now it's like, okay, I think I'm finally ready to accept that that's what we have to do. But she does very much so still want another baby as well. But I mean, that's the thing that if you notice with Beyoncé, like I think that she always planned on spacing her kids out to give them all enough time to really be babies and get a lot of attention before, you know, they had to share that with another child coming along and sort of stealing all of the show. Because of course newborns are a lot of work, and then they always just naturally take everybody's attention because it's like, new baby, I want to see. So I think that she, you know, definitely was very aware of that, because she's very, very much that like mother Oshun energy when it comes to her children, very protective of them, very in tune with them. She's very emotionally connected to her children, so she really does love on them and really like wants them to just have like the absolute best. It's really good. So let's see. That is what we've got for Jay Z and Beyonce's relationship. So good to see that he's going to resist the temptation to cheat again. And thank God that, you know, we do see that baby coming for them, because I know that they want that so bad. And I am spending every day of the rest of 2020 really putting out prayers and energy that all of the mommies who've been trying so hard to become mommies are able to do so in 2021, because I really feel like that is part of the miracles and blessings that we are going to be receiving from this shift in Aquarius energy. So with that, Spirit, what messages would you like our viewers to know? Just a general outlook message for anybody who has watched to the end, something that they can take away. I was only going to originally pull 3 cards, but they had me pull 3 cards from the bottom of the deck energy. And then 5 for the message that they want. Okay. So. Some of you guys might feel like there's a situation that you weren't anticipating, like coming your way, that really like knocked you off your feet or blindsided you, and now in this moment you're sort of sitting here trying to like understand like exactly what happened, but you know that ultimately you have to step into this King of Pentacles energy and just rise up and rise above it, because there's really like nothing else that you can do, you know. Make sure that you take the moment to heal from this, though. You know, if you need to go cry in the shower, meditate, throw something at the wall, whatever you need to do to deal with the emotions, please do, because there is this, like, if you don't do this, you're blocking a new blessing that is coming in. And Spirit's reminding us, too, that every time that something doesn't work in our favor, there is always either a lesson or a blessing behind it. And when we've been wronged, karma always comes back around, you know, whatever. But at the same time, like sometimes like immediately after something negative happens, a blessing comes right in. So if you're too focused on the negative thing that just happened, you're not basically seeing the blessing that is right at your feet. Because right here with this 5 of Cups, which is that bottom of the deck energy, don't focus on what fell apart. Focus on what is still standing. Even though it is your inclination in this moment to want to, you know, just sulk in this 8 of Swords moment, things are going to turn around in your favor, and you will be really like vindicated, or feel like, okay, like it wasn't that big of a deal after all, and we can all just move on and move forwards. So you know, for some of you, this might be that you found out your boyfriend was cheating on you and you have to move on. But the blessing is that, you know, there's going to be somebody who is better for you coming. And in the meantime, you're going to have all these people around you step up to support and love you through your healing process. It might be that you lost a job or a friend or whatever. And some of it might be a misunderstanding or just something that you're like, oh my God, you know, 6 months ago, I forgot to put that file in the right place, and now it came back to bite me in the ass. But there's always a purpose for everything, and there's always a blessing on the other side of every hard-earned lesson. So I hope that resonated for some. Also, you guys, I am running a holiday special, so there is a video reading that you guys can order for the holidays, a general outlook for 2021. And I also am extending a coupon code until January 3rd that you can get any phone reading 20 minutes or longer with me for 40% off. So that's going to be coupon code BELLA40. So I love you all so much. I hope that you all have an amazing rest of your year. If I don't see you before then, happy holidays. I love you, and I will talk to you all soon. And we're going to do the cheating stuff in the next one. Bye.